Man, I didn't... Oh my god, is that bakery on 5th? I've always wanted to go there!
The Madeleines are just amazing.
Actually, your father and I went to this beautiful seafood place last week. What was it called, sweetie?
Quayside.
Quayside, that's right. You were telling us about it.
It had the most amazing scallops. Do you like oysters, Nicole?
Oh, I don't eat seafood.
Oh. Okay.
But the salmon was
it was delicious.
It was really, it really was, Mom. Yeah, no, it was amazing.
So good.
Wasn't it, babe?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm full. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm in a food coma.
Wish I was in a coma right now. I wouldn't have to go to work tomorrow. My mother fell into a coma. We had to pull the plug. Not that I actually want to be in one. I just don't want to go to work tomorrow. No, oh God, no. I wouldn't actually want to be put in one. Who wants that? I'm just saying that I didn't, I don't want to have to go into work tomorrow, so I would rather be sleeping, is what I meant. Could I have some more salmon?
A day before we had started shooting, I was attacked by a swarm of bees.
Oh my god!
But what if you're allergic or something? You could have died.
I walked onto set the next day, looking like Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars. It was okay in the end because the director said that the swelling around my face and eyes looked like I had been crying. And of course this film is all about grief. You know, a similar thing happened to me when I crop dusted at a nunnery.
No wonder you had such big lips in the movie. I thought you had your fillers removed.
Not everyone's like you, William. What was everybody's favorite part about shooting?
Craft service.
Artist Sean. For me,
The view I got at the French Riviera.
I stayed at the house in Monaco and I just fell in love with the view of the harbor.
Paloma?
Being lost in the moment of a person so far removed from yourself, but yet you resonate with wholeheartedly, to the point that it takes over your body and you are transformed. With the release of Another Simple Favor on May the 1st, I thought I'd give a little recap on my experience working on the first film, A Simple Favor, as production designer, alcohol coordinator, and manslaughter consultant. I was actually hired as an actor for this project, but the director thought that they were seeing too much of me in Hollywood, so... Firstly, I was responsible for choosing the recipe for the martini shared between Stephanie and Emily at the start of the movie. I originally wanted a pickled omelet-flavored martini, but the director thought that that would initiate a gag reflex. So we went with the Duke martinis, otherwise known as pure ethanol, but... Oh well. When Emily's body is shown washed up on a lake in Michigan, I was responsible for doing the makeup for the dead carcass. We originally went with hues of sage to really portray that decomposition. Upon investigating Emily's past, Stephanie discovers that Emily's real name is Hope. She finds this gorgeous painting of her by Diana. Interesting fact, I actually painted the painting using moss-covered zinc and dyed lint. I won an award for this piece of work, and I donated it to the production on the kindness of my heart. But of course, Stephanie, who doesn't realize Emily. No, wait, it's Hope. Anyway, she's a con artist, and along with her sister Faith, killed her own father. I actually came up with that plot twist. Yeah. Of course, Stephanie, who doesn't realize Hope is alive, shares her grief with Sean, Emily's husband, and the two begin a saucy affair. The final running over was actually performed by me. That's right, I was the stunt double. I fractured my hip and I broke my pelvis. But it was all worth it in the end. Watch Another Simple Favor on May 1st on Prime Video. Thank you so much for taking me here.
Yeah.
I've never been to Nando's.
It's great.
Feel slightly overdressed.
I come here all the time. By myself.
So, you are a boxer.
That's right.
I imagine that must be scary, spending all of that time in the ring.
Ring?
In the boxing ring.
Oh no, I don't fight people. I'm a professional boxer. I box things.
Oh, like packages and stuff.
Yes. I put things into boxes and then I carry them onto the truck.
So you do a lot of heavy lifting.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Could you lift me?
No, I only box the smaller deliveries. You're a lot heavier. What I'm just saying is I only box the smaller packages, so I don't do any of the because we have forklifts to do that.
So, Dean, what are you into?
Dick.
What?
My name is Dick.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Right, my name is Colin Johansson, this is my husband Johan, and this is my son Henry. On the 24th of May, we made a booking for a sea view room, but your sea view room clearly does not have a view of the sea. It has a view of the beach. Therefore, we would like to be upgraded to a deluxe room, and we will not pay for this room. This room will be provided to us as compensation. My son Henry is lactose intolerant, therefore he cannot have animal milk. He must have some other alternative kind of milk. Oat milk is fine, but he cannot have soy milk as he doesn't like the flavour. Now, my husband Johan, he has asthma, and I've noticed that you have a no service sign near the lift. Alright? He has to take that lift as he cannot take the stairs. I will be with him in the lift for support. Henry can take the stairs. Now, do you have any questions? Right, okay, we would like the password, please, to the Wi-Fi, and somewhere where we can buy sausages. And of course, we are now happy to take questions. First, I'm going to come to Barry here, because Toby, you've betrayed me.
Prime Minister, will Aucklanders be able to reunite with their loved ones at Christmas time?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That is absolutely something I can guarantee. Aucklanders will, of course, be able to reunite with loved ones at Christmas time. That is our goal.
So Aucklanders will be able to leave Auckland from November the 29th. That's when the borders will open.
No, Auckland borders will open on December the 15th.
So November the 29th is when you move into the new COVID-19 framework.
No, November the 29th is when we make a decision that will inform when we might transition into the new COVID-19 framework.
So November the 29th is literally just the day you'll make the decision.
An in-principle decision, yes. I don't mean to
Oh, no, Prime Minister, just one more question. So does that mean if there's a sudden explosion in cases that nothing will happen?
That is correct.
Well then, Prime Minister, how can you then guarantee that we'll be able to see our loved ones at Christmas time? It doesn't make sense.
Barry, would you like to be the new Jason?
So I recently did a cameo role in Wes Anderson's new film, The Phoenician Scheme, but they decided to cut my scene due to the accent being not quite what they had in mind. I was a little disheartened by that. But anyway, here's the scene for reference that they decided to cut.
When was your last confession?
I think I was 14.
I was 12, sister.
Do you still believe in God?
Sadly, no.
I do. But the church that I go to is run by lesbian priests. I prefer them to men. They're more empathetic.
You chaste?
Not particularly. Is that important?
Extremely.
Are you very terribly pure yourself?
I am. Apart from one experience that I had in a porta potty when I was in college. It was only third base, though. Does that count, sister?
I don't really know.
Do you ever think you'd have any suitors if you lived a different life?
Obviously, how can you ask me such a thing? Look at me.
Okay. No need to brag. Arrogance is a sin, you know.
What kind of dating apps do you guys use? All of them, why? Oh, I don't do the apps. I plan on meeting someone the organic way.
Oh, unpasteurized? See, this is why I use Bumble. The women make the first move. Why do I have to say hi to every guy I match with? When I got the apps, I went from screwing one guy a week to 3. You sound like an infomercial. What's your go-to? Well, that depends on what I want. Bumble's for the men in finance. Hinge is for the models. OkCupid's for the divorced men, and Plenty of Fish are for my backups. And what about Tinder? Tinder's for when the backups cancel. I saw big on Hinge. But hey, I didn't match with them. I just kept scrolling along. Good.
To swipe or not to swipe? That is the question. Sure, the apps can help accelerate the dating process, but at what cost? When it comes to online dating, do we cast a wide net because there are plenty of fish in the sea? Or do we hold back? I couldn't help but wonder, does a match always lead to a spark?
Let me introduce you to Countess Prunella Hartworth. Countess. Mrs. Vanderlei. Is it true Evelyn is residing here at Trendon House at your behest?
Indubitably, Countess. You see,
I'm doing
and
a
I must
favor.
say I'm rather perturbed at her embroidery skills.
The inseams at the sides have been neglected by poor cross-stitching, and the marigold pattern at the centre is gravely asymmetrical. Gravely. One should think that the Women's Institute of Decorative Arts would be more pedantic of such simple instruction.
But the Women's Institute of Decorative Arts doesn't teach Evelyn how to embroider. I do. You do.
How American.
Do you see those patterns over there? The ones displayed over the boudoir. Those were embroidered by me.
Yes, I saw them before. They're quite accurate. Mrs. Dratch, it's so lovely to see you again.
Mrs. Kelly, I'm so sorry I'm late.
Oh,
Carol, I'm so excited to know how well my little Boston is doing in class.
well, he has a very enthusiastic personality, and he's an incredibly social child. He takes that after me. But there comes some challenges with Boston.
Oh,
When it comes to his behavior.
could you be more specific?
Well, for instance, yesterday, when Haley got up to do her presentation on the solar system, he was laughing at her. Oh, one of the other parents told me about that. Yeah. Apparently Matthew, who he sits next to, is telling him these funny jokes. He was distracted. Poor Haley. I hope she's not feeling too upset. Well, when I can think of him about it, he rolled his eyes. He found something funny that adults don't. He's a child. Haley felt humiliated. But it wasn't Haley that made him laugh. It was Matthew. Matthew told the jokes. You really should be having a discussion about this with Matthew's mother, not me.
Mrs. Dratch.
Boston would never laugh at someone in that way. You're no only child, Carol. I was there, Mrs. Dratch. I know what feels like.
Evelyn, show me the dress you brought for Madeline's coming out.
It's here.
The hemline at the top is perilously low. Be sure to wear a modesty scarf.
I've spoken to the dressmaker and it does not require one.
But you have nothing to shelter your neck.
I doubt I'll need one for warmth, it being summertime and all.
Besides, I will be indoors.
You mean to tell me you will expose your bare chest to the whole of New York society?
Of course not.
I will be wearing the beaded necklace gifted to me by Aunt Gertrude. But my dear, that necklace does not complement the color of your gloves.
And that is precisely why I will not be wearing it.
You will not be wearing gloves? They will be serving food in the drawing room upon arrival. What do you expect I do with them when I eat? hang them on a footman? You are not a fallen woman!
Someone needs to get your Nancy some tea. Oh, indulge me.
He's had a skinful of breakfast.
When I was in the drawing room, I saw him give Lady Ingrid a wink.
Ugh. He's behaving abominably.
And when Papa told him off, do you know what he did?
What?
He rolled his eyes.
He wouldn't act so petulant. And he's always cavorting about with Lord Hugh. Oh, here. Put these away. It's rather amusing.
What? What is it? Primrose? Primrose? Tell me.
I shouldn't say it.
Primrose, you will tell me this instant.
What?
Who? Are they not just good friends?
Perhaps, but one could only imagine.
What?
You're definitely not friends.
Thank you for inviting us to tea, Mrs. Manderley. I'm dreadfully sorry my son was unable to join us this afternoon. He had a prior engagement. Mrs. Ipswich, I won't beat around the bush. You see, I've heard some rather alarming conjecture of details involving that of your son and his wife. And I, too, am deeply disturbed by the mere notion of my son's decision to cease his marriage. Mrs. Ipswich, you must have me mistaken, for I was not talking about the divorce. No, I was talking about what had caused for it to happen. But, Mrs. Manderley, marital disputes are formidably common and unequivocally. But you see, my lamentations are not over the disputes in your son's marriage, but rather his infidelity. I beg your pardon? Your son and your daughter-in-law are ending their marriage because your son is unfaithful. That's preposterous. Mildred Robinson. Ring a bell? You're reading too many gossip columns. Your son has been absconding with a mistress on 11th Avenue, and they plan to elope after the divorce is settled. What proof have you? Perhaps you should inform your son of this information after he's returned from his prior engagement.
Precisely. You took off my nail. Took off my nail. His mother was a scullery maid before.
I knew it was you. I could smell your perfume from the train. Let me do that one more time.
I get the cats to kick your ass. Let's go.
Maybe I'll just not wear it.
Try one more time.
Mum, what?
Don't smash your glasses. I faced you that time.
Again, just keep shuffling it, yeah.
Can we try that?
It's Anna. Hi, Anna. No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, like what kind? Well, no, it's just that I have everything ready, and, you know, I just... Wait, and I'm sorry, what do you mean? The thing is, these invites were sent out months ago. No, I know you're busy. I just don't understand how you could make an executive call like this on the day of. Because I'm all dressed with nowhere to go. No, excuse me. We talked about this. An event like that won't happen this year. I promise. Is everything okay? I've been refused entry.
What?
Oh my god, Brad!
What's going on? What's up?
There is no way Haley is gonna believe that you're my girlfriend looking like that. She'll know that we're just faking it and that I'm using you to get back at her. Unless... Darren, I know I haven't been the nicest to you at school, but I was really thinking you could help us out. We need to make Portia look presentable by tonight at the latest. You want me to turn her from trash to Tinkerbell in a matter of hours? Forget it. Please. You'd be doing us the biggest favor. Nice.
Susan Sarandon got in contact with me in preparation for her role in The Fabulous Four, and I gave her some pointers on the kind of techniques that she could use for her monologue, and she really took them on board, and I'm so impressed with her work. Bette Midler and I go way back. I was her inspiration for the song The Rose. She has this quality about her that's so heartfelt, so childlike, yet there's this depth of sincerity in her performance. Megan Mullally and I actually do Pilates together, and when we were, doing our stretches and our poses on the Reformer, she was like to me, Paloma, I don't know if I'm gonna do this role justice. And I said, use the Meisner technique. Close your eyes and pretend you're a platypus. And she did it, and it worked. Cheryl Lee Ralph and I often go dog walking together. She has a Shih Tzu and I have a sausage dog. And while we were walking, she turned to me and said, I don't know how to get into the character. And I said to her, just gargle on saline solution. Gargle on it. Hang from a pole upside down and let the blood drain to your head, and then sting yourself with bees. And she did it before and then after my advice, and you can just totally tell, just incomparable. The Fabulous Four is out in theaters July 26th, and I'm so excited for you all to see it. It really should have been called The Fabulous Five, but that's okay. I'm joking.
So that's the truth, guys. I'm gay. I know I've hurt a lot of people, and I want to say I'm sorry for being such a dweeb all the time. I didn't throw the diamond in the river because Carol Inglis told me to. I did it because it felt good. I'm not one for debauchery, although I am known to take a Klonopin or two before I shave my pits. But the thing is, I don't want to shave my pits anymore. I like looking like a French Neanderthal. And if you don't like it, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Because I'm perfect just the way I am.
And this is the library. As you can tell, it's very quaint.
Do you have anything on astronomy?
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps the cosmos. And how it is not too dissimilar from my incredibly dull... ego.
Lord Stewart.
I'm not a lord.
Mr. Stewart.
Please. Call me Richard.
Okay. Richard, I want to apologize for my behavior the other day. You see, my sister Grace can have a tendency to mistake friendliness for flirtation.
Well, what if I was flirting with her? What if my intentions with Grace were serious?
By all means, go for it. As long as you're aware of what happened in Malta.
What happened in Malta?
Surely she must have told you. Well, I hate to be the one to relay information to you like this, but my sister Grace
has a history of dipping her toe into the wrong puddle.
I don't understand.
Have you ever heard of Tobias McGrath?
The railroad tycoon.
2 years ago, she paid a large sum of the family's fortune to a journalist who wanted to expose her affair with Mr. McGrath during a trip to Malta. One of the servants of the house walked in on them laying in bed together, naked. I'm sorry I had to find out this way.
Who told you this information?
Perhaps the man she was married to.
You're divorced?
Countess, what do you make of the fountain in the garden? It's oversized and cumbersome, like most things in America.
Yes, we triumph over all in that regard, don't we?
I don't know if triumph is the right word. Nothing compares to the modesty and morality of the British.
Yes, that's true. We Americans aren't as rigid as the English. Rigid. We're more open to change. Something your people don't know much about. My father had a saying. Change is the greatest tear to the fabric of our society. To accept it is to succumb to irreparable damage. Oh, what lovely chrysanthemums!
Okay, so for your final present,
Okay.
Oh, is it that cast iron skillet that I saw at Macy's? Is it the blue ottoman that I saw at Macy's?
Maybe.
Oh my god. Is it the Gucci boots? Please tell me it's the Gucci boots! I always wanted the Gucci boots!
you're gonna find out in a second.
Okay, I'm just so excited.
Now you can. I'm sorry it's not the boots. So I was the original Voldemort in Harry Potter, and Ralph Fiennes called me and he was just desperate to play the part, so I gave it to him. But this is the costume that I wore to one of the auditions. My original interpretation of Voldemort was that he was more of a demon rather than a dark wizard. So it was more like that. I'm slightly disappointed. It wasn't the view I wanted. Originally, we had ordered a superior deluxe suite, and this is just a deluxe. But that's okay. I don't hold it against my assistant for making the mistake of ruining my entire vacation. That's okay. We don't hold it against her. But it'll have to do. But that's fine. That's fine.
I'm a surgeon, okay? I don't have time to date. I save lives, okay? I'm pregnant.
What? Yes. I took a test this morning. Well, who's the father? Is it me? Don't be silly. Of course it's you.
Are you away to Philadelphia tomorrow, Eve?
Yes. Cousin Martha is delivering a speech imploring us to give to the charities of the poor.
Humphrey Richards owns an estate just north of the city. You should acquaint yourself with him. I hear he is newly widowed.
And grieving, which would be most indecorous.
I do not doubt that he will be grieving. I am merely stating that he will be in the vicinity of where you will be traveling.
I do not wish to be impertinent too soon after his wife's passing.
He's a learned man, Evelyn. And from an established family with a considerable inheritance. It'd be good of you to leave some flowers as a sign of respect. Speaking of which, Martha has requested that we leave some orchids for Aunt Ophelia, now that her terrier has sadly passed away. I am glad he was a monstrosity. Odious thing. What is that on your cheeks? It's rouge. Wash it off of your face at once. You are not an actress.
It's got to be real. To be real. It's got to be real. To be real.
অহন আরাম কইরা খান।
কাচ্চির সাথে প্রাণ লাচ্ছি, খুব খাচ্ছি, আরাম পাচ্ছি।
কি করতেছিস? আমি খাট কাটতেছি মামা। আর কতদিন একা একা ঘুমাবো এই খাটে মামা? তাই ডাবল খাট কাটে আমি সিঙ্গেল বানায় ফেলাইতেছি।
আমার ফুপুজি জল্লাদ তোমার সাথে যদি দেখে ছাদের মধ্যে আমি একা একা, হ্যাঁ বিয়ে তো দূরের কথা, আমাদের দুজনকে ছাদ থেকে লাথি মেরে ফেলে দিবে।
আমারও না খুব ইচ্ছা, বুঝছো, আমাদের 11টা বাচ্চা হবে, একটা ফুটবল টিম বানাবো।
তো রেফারি বাদ যাবে কেন?
না, রেফারি তো তুমি আর আমি। একটু পর পর ওদেরকে বাসে দিব।
মা ছি ছি ছি, ওরা আমাদেরকে পুরনো শাড়ি দিল।
আরে ফুত, আমরা যে হেরারে অপমান করছি এইটা তোর সহ পড়ছে, আর হেরা যে আমরা রে জুতা দিয়ে বাইরেছে এইটা তোর সহ পড়লো না।
তবে আমি এখন সিদ্ধান্ত নিলাম, আপনাকে বাসায় আমি কাম করুম না, আপনাকে বাসায় আমি কাম করুম না। করেন আপনার ঠেলাঠেলি, যত পারেন ঠেলাঠেলি করেন।
আজব একটা মহিলা আমাকে বলে পাগল। হ্যাঁ,
আমার শাড়ির মধ্যে ফলস লাগাইনি, এটা প্রমাণিত পুরান শাড়ি।
ওই বুড়ি মহিলাটাকে তুই শিশির বলছিস?
কোন বুড়ি? কার কথা বলছিস?
আর ওই যে ফুপু নাকি, যার বিয়ে হয়ে গেছে, তার হাজবেন্ড থাকে বিদেশে।
তো দিনে আমাদের ফ্যামিলি প্ল্যানিং করার কথা, আর সেখানে আমরা দুই ফ্যামিলির ঝগড়াঝাটি মেটাচ্ছি।
এনে বিয়া হইতো না, খেলা ডিসমিস।
মানে
বিয়া ভাঙ্গা গেছে গা, ডিসমিস, বিয়া ডিসমিস।
আমি পুকুর ঘাটে।
তাই? আচ্ছা একটু বসো, আমি এক্ষুনি আসছি।
মা রেনু।
জি বাবা।
আগামী পরশু সকালে
যারা আমি চিনি না জানি না তারা আমি বিয়ে করতে পারবো না। আর আমি
তোমার ছেলের পছন্দ এই মায়াটা আনো, দেখবা তোমারও পছন্দ হয়েছে।
চলো বিয়ে করবো।
সত্যি?
জহির মানে ওই বেকার ছেলেটা,
ওকে তুই বিয়ে করে ফেলেছিস? কি বলছিস এসব?
এই মুখপুরি ঘরে আগুন লাগাইবো।
মিষ্টি বাজন, হাতে পাতে ফুপুরি কিছু করবি না। মা ধোয়া আছে শাড়িটা, সমস্যা নাই, তুমি এটা পরো, আর বেস্ট অফ লাক।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
ইরা আসলে তার বাবাকে দেখার জন্য অস্থির হয়ে আছে, এর জন্য একটু পেটের মধ্যে এরকম করছে।
এটা তো অত বাড়া থাকেন, আর কাজের বুয়া তো দেখলামই না। আমি নিজেই একটা কাজের বুয়া হইছি।
ও আগে তো আমিও 10 জনের সাথে শেয়ার করে থাকতাম একটা ফ্ল্যাটে, পরে যে আমার চাকরি।
কোনো ব্যাপার হইলো? কি সুন্দর সিঁড়ি দিয়ে নামে গেলাম।
যে নাটকটা তুমি দেখাইলাম, ও আগে তো আমিও 10 জনের সাথে শেয়ার করে থাকতাম একটা ফ্ল্যাটে, পরে যে আমার চাকরি।
তোর বউ তো মাশাআল্লাহ সেই সুন্দর দেখতেছি, তুমি খালি উল্টাপাল্টা কথা কও।
আমি একটু রুমে যাইতে পারি? রুমে যাই একটু ঘুমাইতাম।
আচ্ছা ঘুমাইতে যাও, ঘুমাইতে বিপদে।
কি বিপদে?
আপনি তো বড় ভাই, আপনার সাথে শেয়ার করি।
অবশ্যই বলো কি হইছে।
সাদাটা হলো স্মার্ট, বুঝছো? এই যে তুমি এয়ারপোর্ট থেকে এই পর্যন্ত আইছো, কারো দেখছো এরকম রং চোখ? এনে দেখছো সিঙ্গাপুরে কেউ বৈশা বৈশা খায়? দেখছো এনে যারা থাকে সবাই কাজকর্ম করে। কি কথাবার্তা কইতাছে, কথা হইলে তোমার পেট পৌঁছাইতাছে। ও যাও যাও, বেটা থামাও, যাও যাও।
5 টাকা না, বুঝছো? এটা হইলো কি সিঙ্গাপুরের $5, বাংলাদেশের মেলাটা 500 টাকা।
এই ফেলাটা না কেমন জানি মন মরা লাগতেছে, মানে সব সাদা।
200
এইটা
এনে সব পাওয়া যায়।
ও মাছও পাওয়া যায়।
মাছ টাটটা পড়ছে আর চা খাওয়া হইছে।
আদার পড়ছে কই একটুখানি। এই উঠতেছে।
রুপি উঠতে নিচে নামবো নাকি? শোনা 10 টাকা।
ও মাথা ঘুরাইতেছে গো, ওলা